Welcome to Sooner Nation and Gaylord family opening the Homer Memorial Stadium. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. They'll try the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? The first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Let's it fly. He's open on the right. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot, the transfer portal. You bring in a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around him. So a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping it will match their defense, and those wins will go up and up and up.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. Didn't get much done on that line. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
To the air, it's Mateer. Catch in the middle, it's Gibson. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
And the Sooners with the 1st and 10. motion there. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a four-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come. You know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game on points.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Takes the handoff. It's Thomas. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
And these are the ones that get your blood moving, Race. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room. Give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now, it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Looking to the big tight end. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone. He tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is a daring on-return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Finds his tight end. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. Off play action. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. He's got it. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the 1st down.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. When you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown, DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
The Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This is a guy that can find you the hit. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The Sooners have their offense in high gear. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella needs nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
And the Sooners line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. And they've slocked into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. And it's right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. He'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Jefferson. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Pocket breaking down. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. The throw to the outside is complete.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. Just keep slinging it. Under fire. Intercepted. Didn't get a turn to return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Here's a heat. He'll throw it. Intercepted, that total goes to 16. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount. They take care of the ball. Grabbed behind the line, it's Thomas. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Looking to buy time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. And the Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the back. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
First and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Trying to find the end zone. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They're going to run it. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And this offense, you're halfway home. All you got to do is do the same exact thing, Palmer. Fall forward and be physical.
And that's why they practice these goal line situations, right? It's to step up and be physical in moments like this.
They'll run a sweep for it.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too. And you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. The Vols will try to move the sticks on fourth down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Touchdown, Vols! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it. I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, fourth and goal, they're going to power it in. Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on fourth down.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the return man is stopped, and now they'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The hand to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Unloads it downfield. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And you usually don't bring in dime packages for running teams. You bring in dime because you know they're going to throw the football. You got more speed on the back end to cover, and defensive linemen know they have their job to do. And their job is to go get that quarterback and get that sucker on the ground.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Sooners will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He's going to let it go. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Going deep. Dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Fires to the right. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
That is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That's tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. That's reeled in. It's Barnes. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Guys in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
They go to the ground. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short game.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Connection to the right. They'll ride him out of bounds into the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Leaves it with the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains go, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense. Going right down the field in 6 plays and now set up the 1st and goal.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Tries again to get it in. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Here we go, here we go. Trying to pound their way in, and they get him down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half.
Pace, 27, jump.
To the air, it's Batir. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
One more snap coming before halftime. Standing in his own end zone looking to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Ramsey. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Sooners will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Handoff to the single running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going.
He tries to take the top off. He's got it down the left side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Finds space on the right. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the...
And the quarterback, two-man sacked at the 12.
You try to catch him off balance, maybe on 1st down and goal. Right here, a situation where maybe sneak in a pass. Defense was ready. You got the sack now. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
Makes the grab on the left. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive and you got to make tackles.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hand.
Well, another incompletion. You can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
one sails through just inside that left upright. And we are dead even after the field goal here in the third. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive for the 25. Off the play fake on first down. Bringing the heat. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
How about that athleticism by the tight end, stretching out and diving to haul that pass in. Great play.
Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the third. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Got it in the middle, it's Gibson. They stop it almost immediately. Short gain there, still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. After that last completion, it's second down. Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Just a short pass to the tight end. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chain. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chain.
Yeah, I like that. Third and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Tatum. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Looking to scramble. He's going to run it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
It'll be third and long. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Unloads to the right. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. The field goal is no good. And here in the third quarter, it is still a tie ball game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
That's not how you want to start a drive. From the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you got to know just throw the ball away, knowing the play is over.
And the Volunteers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Sends it downfield. And they wanted it all, that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He's taking the shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Volunteers line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Takes it on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. The sledding offense have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Sooners are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. To the air, it's Mateer. Here's the pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Coverage was all over him before he had a chance to breathe, and they knock him down deep in his own territory. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Launched out of the pocket. They're going to get him for a safety, trying to make something out of nothing, and still got stuck for the 2.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Moving away from pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that process. So nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Grabbed in the middle. It's September. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. And the Sooners are rolling down the field. Going to the ground. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. To throw, it's Mateer. Extending the play. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Got his man. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now from inside the red zone. Finds his big tight end.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Tight end now in motion. The play action fake. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooner! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And man, that was a nice job by the tight end, finding the soft spot in the defense in the end zone on that team.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the fourth. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Jacksonville State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Gamecocks have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Wake Forest. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward in a game that could shake up the CUSA race significantly.
Thanks for the update on that one. There he goes. Delivers the stiff arm. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
One of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Flushed out of the pocket. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the play. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
It doesn't get any better from your defense. You know exactly the situation. In the fourth quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Looking for room. It's Tatum. Squeezes ahead for a couple. They'll get it out to the 9.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Give to the running back. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Grab behind the line. It's Mars. He did not make it. A stone wall on third down.
Third down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out and get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. Fourth down now upcoming.
From midfield, looking for room. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up the big return. So here is the Tennessee offense. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching the football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Dumps it to the back. Snagged in the middle. It's Lewis. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. Gonna look downfield again. He's gonna fire deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's not afraid to go deep. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
And I love this defense understanding the situation in football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's see what they do on third down. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. That's caught. It's Tatum. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on fourth down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
The Sooners will punt it away on fourth down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number one for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. Clock stops and we reach the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. The problem is the defense understands that. So they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the completion.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Makes a grab past the marker. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. unleashes to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. This juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
On 3rd down, going up top. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
It is good. That'll pull them back to within 6. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
They'll run play action. Fires downfield. He's got an open man. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the 1st.
And the Sooners enter the final minute of play, trying to run out the clock. The give to the left side. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset. But to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. 2 ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.